Let's talk about children's strengths. Every child is unique. If you are a parent of more than one child, you figured that out probably within weeks of their birth, possibly taking them a little bit longer, but once their personality comes out, it definitely shows that they each have their own set of talents and abilities. They each have their own personalities and the ways that they like to do things. What pleases one may not please another. What parenting style works with one might not work with the other. It's the same thing with school. So instead of dwelling on what's not working or how complicated it can be, I want to challenge you to really focus on their strengths, build them up, um, give them the opportunity to build their self confidence and their self esteem with what they are already good at. So it may come natural to some people. Some people may need to be extra intentional about it. Observe what they enjoy doing, what comes easily to them. My 5-year-old will sit on the couch for hours and read books. She doesn't know how to read yet, so she's looking at pictures, she's making up stories in her head. Hours. She will cry if I don't read to her sometimes. So she loves reading and all things books. Going to the library is like the highlight of her week. So that's something that she really enjoys. I'm always trying to incorporate books into her day however I can. That is just something that she absolutely loves to do. We recently discovered that our 3-year-old really likes running. So she is currently playing soccer and she hasn't gotten the idea that she's supposed to kick the ball, but she likes the running part. So those are just examples, not specifically school, but just learning your kids' personality and kind of what makes them tick. And that's going to help you when you're planning out what you're going to do with them, because one curriculum might not be a one size fits all for your family, and that's okay. And you can pivot at any moment. In fact, I can link the pivot video that I did at the bottom of this, just to give you some tips and pointers there if something's not working. You can also, if they're old enough, ask them directly what they think they're good at, and that'll kind of give you a gauge of kind of where to go from there. And just kind of have that in the back of your mind as you're planning out what you're going to do with your homeschool journey. So focusing on their strengths also helps create a positive learning environment, right? You're building them up. You're focusing on what they feel the most confident in and what they are comfortable in. So when you're celebrating their strengths, they're more likely to be engaged and motivated because it's something that they're good at, it's something that they enjoy or they want to get better at. You're really tapping into something that they want to do instead of fighting them to do their school. It also can create a sense of community where they can support and learn from each other, because chances are, if you have more than one kid, they're probably all going to have different strengths. Just like it says in the Bible, we're all part of the body. Each person has their own job. Within the family, you may be able to see different skill sets that each of your kids have, and they may be able to help each other kind of create more of a well-rounded experience for everyone. So I did read somewhere, I'm not sure that I agree with this 100%, but I get the kind of meaning behind it. If you have a child who hates math and excels at tennis, this person suggested instead of getting a math tutor to hire a tennis coach. So I would say personal preference, I still think math is an important skill. Now, I don't think that every single person needs to go like all the way up through calculus and all those crazy maths, but having a basic understanding of numbers and being able to calculate like elapsed time or change. If you give, I don't know if you've been to the grocery store recently, but if you give a cashier money and they put it in the computer and then you say, oh wait, I've got the coins, and you hand them the coins, 9 times out of 10, I'm getting a deer in the headlights look from that cashier, like, what in the what did you just give me, woman? So I'm not sure where the breakdown is there, but I know that there are a lot of people that don't know how to make change properly, and that's kind of a problem. So you want to make sure that they have the basic math set skills. Obviously, they need to know their math facts and that, but as far as like excelling into these like super specific math programs and going way up to like calculus, I'm not sure that I believe that everyone has to have that. I guess it just depends on your path of what you're wanting to do with the rest of your life. So I can get the sentiment of that, really focusing on their abilities and what they're really good at, as long as you have the basics covered as well. I like to make sure that we are getting in reading, math, history, science, life skills, and character traits. And we do Bible in our house also. So those are like the bare bones. And then we can add the extracurriculars or the other things on top of that. So just food for thought. Make sure that you are at least asking your kids what they like and what they're good at, what they think they're good at, and trying to sneak that in wherever you can. If you have younger kids who are obsessed with dinosaurs, go on Teachers Pay Teachers and see if you can find some dinosaur practice problems, or read about dinosaurs, or do a unit study about dinosaurs. So anything that you can really tap into what they love will get them more engaged and get them less likely to fight you about doing school, which is always a win, right? If there's something that you would like to add to this that I missed, please drop it in the comments and we can all learn together. I hope that this gave you some value and maybe a different perspective if you are struggling currently with what you're doing. Again, check out that pivot link that I'm going to drop in the description so you can catch that as well.